I guess that's it. Now what we have to do is talk with James. To be honest, I don't know. After this, I don't know what exactly is to say to him. Are we the one to judge? Are we the one to blame? Or are we blaming? This is what I want to say. I don't know, man. I mean, is the thing he did justified? Was it correct? Or was it just the easiest way to escape? I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I think even James himself doesn't have the answer. But we have to go through. We have to ask his opinion, and we have to check how what we can do with Rachel, with James, with Rose, but also with Sarah. And this is something that we can't figure out ourselves. So we need the support from the people.
Rachel took that pretty hard. I should see if she's okay.
From others, and but most especially from James himself. And going outside is the last thing I want to do. Going upstairs I will do later.
Hard to argue that Rachel would have had a better life with Sarah. But does that make what James did right?
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. I think Rachel's life would be completely different if James stayed with Sarah. But cutting her out of the life after 15 years... Oh, Rachel's just 15. After 15 years, I don't know if this was a good thing or not. But at least now, after 15 years, she's willing to see Rachel again. So maybe this might help.
Rachel
Or
took
maybe
that
not.
pretty hard. I should see if she's okay. This seems
Rosa.
like a James and Rose bookshelf. I can't imagine Sarah here instead.
Legal Digest, Wuthering Heights, The Divine Comedy, Bleak House, Metamorphosis books. Yeah. Now we check everything, just to see whatever you're saying about Sarah.
The Tempest show feels so far away now.
Yeah, kind of.
This is so painful to look at.
Not face, small shop, how to clear browser history, how to ignore your tab, beacon, Acadia Babe, Golf Scale. Travel photo.
I hope tonight hasn't messed up Rachel's memories of family trips like this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what is family? What exactly you all consider as family? Your mother, your biological mother, the one that lived with you since your whole life. It's just very confusing as a teenager, I guess, to have to go through this and make sure that you get your life still together, you know?
Whoa. Sarah Gearhart is a known associate of that psycho who attacked Drew? Then again, so is Frank.
Yeah, and Frank is kind of chill. I think that the connections between Sarah and Frank is just that she's buying drug from Frank, right? And not that he's actually working for Damon. At least is what I want to believe. We still don't really know so much about Sarah. And there's probably still a lot we need to figure out about her. But I think this is something that will come really soon, and we'll learn more about her. And then we still have the chance to evaluate her behavior, her life, and maybe the final decision if we should keep Sarah in her life or not. Or at least if Rachel should keep her in her life or not. But this is something that we figure out sooner or later, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. This is the table, yeah?
Holy shit. Rachel completely destroyed that table.
Yeah, it's even understandably, to be honest.
I guess there's worse things than growing up around fancy stuff like this.
Like growing up without knowing your biological mother. Yeah, but this is a tough one. Family photo, huh?
It's so weird to look at this now.
Yeah, because it could have been a completely different picture lying here. Or maybe not even a picture at all.
Can't believe I was feeling goofy enough to draw that just a few hours ago.
Right, right. I guess that's it. Now what we have to do is talk with James. To be honest, I don't know. After this, I don't know what exactly is to say to him. Are we the one to judge? Are we the one to blame? Or are we blaming? This is what I want to say. I don't know, man. I mean, is the thing he did justified? Was it correct? Or was it just the easiest way to escape? I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I think even James himself doesn't have the answer. But we have to go through. We have to ask his opinion, and we have to check how what we can do with Rachel, with James, with Rose, but also with Sarah. And this is something that we can't figure out ourselves. So we need the support from the people.
Rachel took that pretty hard. I should see if she's okay.
From others, and but most especially from James himself.
Rachel only knew half the truth when she set that fire. What if she'd known everything?
Well, I mean, even then, it wasn't her, let's say, her intention, yeah, to burn down the whole forest. But yeah, probably she will have not caused it, but who knows at the end, who knows?
Wonder what James is thinking right now.
I guess we just ask him.
This must be hard for you too, Master Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah. I've dreaded it.
I think she
So
will still
that's
do.
why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sarah's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want
suppose so.
Rachel to go through any of that.
Shouldn't that be up to Rachel? What are you afraid Sarah would do? Shouldn't that be up to Rachel? What are you afraid Sarah would do? Let's ask about Sarah to do, because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a parent, but still, you have to think about it. I mean, Rachel is just 15. And of course, as as a teenager, as it's 15 years old, you think how to say. I mean, this is just this difficult teenager phase, you know. I mean, we all went through this phase where you're a teenager, we're 15, we're 16. We just think we know what we are doing, we know better. But at the end of the day, we are still just 15, you know. And sometimes, no matter what the parents, how you agree or not agree with your parents, sometimes they are just having the best of you in mind. And I feel like this is one of the case, because at the end of the day, we just don't really know Sarah. We know Sarah is our biological mother. We know after 15 years she finally want to meet us, but we have no idea what happens during these 15 years, and even before when they beginning to date. So at the end of the day, I kind of understand James' decision. I know it's pretty hard for James and also pretty hard for Rachel. I think especially for Rachel. But I think we can't really put all the blame on James. That's why I will try to be, yeah, as considerative to both parties as possible. Yeah, to try to get the best of it, the best out of it, you know? Even though the best might not be good enough.
I don't understand. Are you afraid that Sarah would do something to Rachel?
I don't think she would deliberately harm anyone. But addicts can cause tremendous harm without meaning to.
Yeah. But Rachel's not a baby anymore.
Listen to me. Sarah brought criminals and drug dealers into our home.
Are you talking about me?
She put Rachel in serious danger just to chase her habit.
Do you think Sarah is involved with any of the drug dealers around here?
It wouldn't surprise me if she were. That's who she is.
You sure?
Chloe,
She's the reason for
I
Damon
believe Rachel
and
trusts
Frank.
you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
Try the truth? I will. What does try the truth mean? I also say it because I'm just curious. I feel like being cooperative, like I will be better, but I want to know what try the truth mean.
Maybe try the truth for a change?
What do you mean?
Well, you did lie to your daughter for 15 years.
This is true. And that's why I need your help. I only care about Rachel, Chloe.
So not about me, of
I'll
course.
do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
This is a tough one, man. This is a very tough one.
I'm depending on you to keep Rachel safe, Chloe.
I suppose so, but what can I do? I mean, what you want me to do is tell her to not meet her mother. I understand that, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we know what James wants. But I can also imagine what Rachel is going through. And somehow I become the middleman to decide if you wanna follow James' will, or if you wanna let Rachel's desire to take the overhand. Because at the end of the day, I kind of understand James' position. Sarah was really gone for 15 years.
Rachel
And
took
now that
that
she
pretty
came back,
hard. I should see if she's okay.
and wanna be meeting Rachel again. But also listening to James, she has done a lot of harm to this family, to her environment, and everything that is happening. Maybe even with Damon and Frank and all the circle. So I really don't know what to do or what I can do, or if I really should be the deciding one. Because at the end of the day, I am also just another high school girl, you know, that happens to meet Rachel. And I'm not sure I'm the best one to decide what will be the future. But I guess this is the burden that is put on us, and we have to make the best out of it. And at the end of the day, we all just care about Rachel. And only Rachel.
I can't even imagine how she must be feeling.
But she knew about the money and the thing, right?
Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay. Rose.
Sorry about that. Do you need any help? Let's say sorry about tonight. Because do you need any help is not really helping because there's nothing I can help, you know? So saying about sorry is the best thing you can do. I think there's something similar I heard about in hospital if someone have lost a loved one. Because saying something like, I feel your pain or something like that doesn't really helping. Because of course I will not know your pain. So just saying sorry for your loss is the best thing you can do. Which is I think also the best thing I can now do. As a pretty much outstander. That just knows Rachel for a few days.
Sorry that tonight turned out so... differently.
That's all right. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Why? Yeah. I mean, should I be here?
Thanks. But why?
While Rachel's dealing with all of this, it's a relief to know she can talk to you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it is super weird. Doing better than Rachel. Now I shouldn't put salt into the wound. Yeah, super weird.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are
But you know,
many
right?
painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
Sarah choose money, James lied. Let's say Sarah choose money. Because James lied, yeah, but as I said, we kind of understand why he lied. So let's say Sarah choose the money. Maybe this will also help Rose a bit more.
Sarah shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until I had Rachel.
But
I guess so.
hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do
I
you
suppose
think
so.
Sarah is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband.
I guess there's
His
isn't more you can do.
entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
I'm not sure what to say
You're
here.
welcome to stay here as long as you need to.
Okay. So we know Rose
I should
isn't...
check on Rachel.
Yeah, Rose didn't know much about Sarah, which I think it's a good way anyway. Because, as James said, she just want to keep Rachel and probably in this extent also the whole family safe. And probably it is better for Rose to never met Sarah, just to be just to be the mother of Rachel, or at least in this situation, just being Mrs. Amber. But yeah, I think this is how it is. We kind of have to trust James' judgment, but also considering Rachel's feeling and doing this balance act. And with that, I think the only thing you can do is going up and check on Rachel.